I am a C5-C7 spinal cord injury survivor from 10 years ago. Because of the severity of my disability, I am not able to do the basic activities for myself.
For 30 years, these parents have been washing, lifting, and feeding their son. Yes, for more than 3 decades now, their only work has been tending to their son, and they won't give up.
I also lost the ability to do so many other things like bowel and bladder control.
But what exactly happened to this 30-year-old? Despite facing difficult conditions, does he still have a grand vision, or has he given up on life? And what has motivated his parents to continue supporting their son, even after all this time? We are in Kenya today, traveling to meet this family and learn more about their son.
My name is Brian Mushiri. I am 30 years old, and I was born and raised in Nakuru, Kenya. A very small village here in Nakuru called Mangu. And I am a C5-C7 spinal cord injury survivor from 10 years ago, where I sustained this injury after a road accident. I am a disability advocate, and I also work as a writer and a content creator on YouTube and on TikTok, where I create content about disability awareness and inclusion. As you have seen, because of the severity of my disability, I am not able to do the basic activities for myself. I need and require the assistance from my parents, who are my primary caregivers. They help me to shower in the morning, to dress, to even turn in bed at night, because these are the things that I'm not able to do by myself, and I require their assistance. I am very lucky. I consider myself to be very lucky to have parents who are able and willing to help me to do such basic things, and they have been doing this for 10 years, and so far they have not shown any signs of being tired or any signs of being tired, and again I consider myself very lucky.
From then on, he has never been able to do anything by himself. His parents wash him daily, dress him, feed him, and assist him with everything he needs.
I became dependent on my parents after a road accident that happened 10 years ago. I was with my friends, and we were coming from Nakuru town when we got involved in a very grisly road accident on the Nakuru Eldoret highway. We were 5 of us, and 3 lost. Unfortunately, 3 people in the car lost their lives, but I was fortunate enough to survive the accident, but with again serious injuries. It has not been easy. It has not been easy for me or for my parents, because not only did I lose the ability to walk, but I also lost the ability to do so many other things like bowel and bladder control, and that means that I cannot go to the toilet by myself. I need help. I need to wear adult diapers. I need to wear catheters to help with that, and that has been very challenging. Like I mentioned, I can't even turn in bed, and in the first months after the accident, I couldn't even feed myself. So I needed someone to be close, to be right next to me, to help me to eat, to drink, and that was very tough on my parents. And that is something that is also, I carry a lot of guilt about that, because I uprooted my family and now made them to be caregivers, and I brought all this stress into their lives. And though I have accepted myself over time, I still feel some kind of guilt that I brought this life into them, but I am so fortunate again that they have not they forgave me over time for what I did, and we were able to move on. And I hope that in future, as the time goes on, we are going to cross those bridges and we are going to achieve healing, all of us. I am a full-time wheelchair user. I am very fortunate to have a motorized wheelchair. That is what I use.
Jina langu naitwa Steven Waihenya Mushiri.
My name is Stephen. I am 55 years old. Brian, my son, was a bright and ambitious young man. He completed his primary and secondary education successfully and was on his way to university in 2014. I always had high hopes for Brian. He was dedicated to his studies and had big dreams. Seeing him excel in school was one of the greatest joys of my life. I knew he had a bright future ahead of him. But life, as we know it, doesn't care and can be unfair. Brian also had big dreams and aspired to be a great person, supporting the family in general. However, things took a turn for the worse, and all of those dreams were prevented from being fulfilled. I remember that day vividly. Brian's cousin called and informed me about Brian's accident. I couldn't believe it. I hurried to his room to check if he was there, but he wasn't. My heart sank. I didn't know how to deliver the news to his mother. When I received that call, my initial reaction was denial. I questioned whether it could be some kind of joke, and I had to confirm for myself if Brian was truly gone. The moment I realized he wasn't in his room, I was shocked and overwhelmed by fear and helplessness. I couldn't bring myself to immediately inform his mother and others.
It was a Saturday morning when we received the call. We didn't want to believe it until we saw him at the hospital in a coma. The doctors told us that the accident was fatal and he needed to be transferred to Nairobi for better treatment. I remember sitting in the car, refusing to get out when we reached the hospital. I was too scared to face reality. Seeing Brian in that state, unconscious and vulnerable, was one of the hardest moments of my life.
They needed a better hospital, and the only option was to move him to Nairobi. He spent 4 months in the hospital there, with doctors trying to save his life. The expenses were overwhelming, and they had to stop many income-generating activities to take care of him. It was a difficult journey. Every day was a battle. We had to find ways to pay for his treatment, which meant giving up our livestock and timber business. The financial burden was immense, but we couldn't give up on Brian. We had to keep going, no matter what. Every morning, they would wake up early to prepare tea, fed him, bathed him, and took care of his every need. It took 10 months before Brian could feed himself again, and even then, it was a result of their extensive efforts. Learning to care for Brian was a challenge. We had to adapt and find new ways to help him regain some independence. It was a slow process, but seeing him make progress, no matter how small, kept us going.
We needed to stay strong for Brian. Each small accomplishment became a victory for all of us. The moment he was finally able to feed himself after 10 months felt like an incredible miracle. We recognized that our hard work was yielding results, and that filled us with hope.
I don't have any feeling anywhere below my armpits. So anywhere below my armpits, I don't have any feeling or movement, and my fingers as well, they don't move. They are stuck in this position. So it's only so much that I can do. I am not able to grip things. So my activities or my mobility is very limited, but I am able to make do with what I have. I've been able to make a career, and I've been able to do some work here and there online, and that is what has been sustaining me so far. But all of it has not been enough because I have so many needs, from medication to adult diapers to the catheters, and to even buying service in these kinds of wheelchairs. And being a young man myself, I also have other needs that I need to take care of. I can't be going to ask my parents for all that. And some of the other things that I need help with is physiotherapy. I have recently gone back to doing physiotherapy. I attend my sessions in PGH Nakuru, which is about 16 kilometers from where we are. So I need transport and to pay for the sessions. I feel like since I went back to physio, a lot of things have started changing, and I've become more active. Now I'm able to, not only am I able to lift some weights and even attempt to turn when I'm in bed, but I'm also trying my hand in cycling. From time to time I will go out and take the bike out and try to cycle. The last time I went out, I did 4 kilometers, and that was such a big milestone for me. So I'm very big on encouraging other disabled people to be active and go out, and not to stay in bed and wallow in sadness, even though I know it is a very depressive feeling to have all these things that you were able to do for yourself taken away. If you can find it in your heart, in yourself to just go out, be active and be productive if you can. Because even myself, I went through depression in the prior years after the accident. The first 2 years I was severely depressed, and it took me a long time not only to accept the fact that I am on a wheelchair, but also the fact that this is going to be my life henceforth. And it has been a long journey of me trying to relearn how to live life as a disabled person, and to accept that maybe this might be my new reality, and it's okay, because there is no magic pill or magic potion that I'm going to take that is going to make me walk again. So this is what I have right now, and the best thing to do is to just accept it, as we wait for something in the future that might come, and maybe we might regain the ability to walk again.
As parents, they plan for many things, but life has its own plans. They have learned to be patient and to do everything they can.
Imekuwa safari ngumu.
We have faced so many challenges, but we've also learned so much. Patience, resilience, and love have kept us strong. We will continue to stand by Brian, no matter what. Today, these parents are feeling hopeful. They have noticed a gradual improvement in their situation. While they still encounter numerous challenges, they approach each one with courage and determination.
We've come a long way. Brian's journey has been tough, but we are stronger because of it. We take each day as it comes and cherish every moment we have together.
Brian requires several things to improve his quality of life, such as daily physiotherapy sessions in Nakuru, a town located quite far from his place of residence, as well as daily diapers. While these provisions have helped him become more active, they also come at a financial cost. To assist Brian in leading a better life, we can offer our support by making a donation through givinglife.com. The donation links can be found in the description and are also pinned in the top comments. Their son's condition may have limited his physical abilities, but his spirit remains strong. He dreams of making a difference in the world, no matter how difficult the path. This family once again proves that no matter what we face, a good family will always be ready to support us, regardless of our age or the circumstances we are facing. Thank you for watching. I am Simon Greenwood, and this is Afrimax English. Please remember to subscribe.